come home and flip out on you, issue.
All right, meeting is recorded. All right, Jimmy. So hey, I
Hey,
just wanted to say, how you doing, brother? I
hey,
mean, we are
what's
here
up?
for episode 2. We have all the original gang here. We got C Wise, we
Hey,
got me, of course, and we got Jimmy. So Jimmy, how's it going?
hey, hey, I've been good a lot. Life has been lifing. I just to put
Oh,
life has just been
What'd you
I
life.
know.
say?
But in a good way though. Like, for the most part, you know what I'm saying? But
What'd
yeah,
you say?
y'all like how y'all been doing? Like I know it's been a minute since we did this. Like
Yeah.
Life, life.
I
That's all I
feel
gotta say is life.
yeah.
Bro, I that statement that you told me, it was the first time I ever heard it, life be life, and I use it on everybody
Yep,
and they agree.
Mhm.
that's
Life
the truth.
is been life, and like Chuck, you know what's going on in my life. Jimmy, you know what's going on in my life. You know,
Life be
life
life.
is really lifing over
No,
here.
for real, yeah.
And I can only imagine, you guys as well. So I love that statement and I use it all the time. So thank you, Jimmy, for telling me that. But
The truth, the
um,
truest thing is that life is nothing but solving problems, man. That's all that shit is, man.
I
Solving
was bad at
problems.
math. I
Yeah.
was bad at
Yeah,
math though.
this is far
My
beyond
bad.
math, motherfucker.
So,
Far beyond math.
all right, Jimmy. Well, I want to thank you first off and foremost for organizing all of us to be able to get together like this. And I know that you talked to me briefly the other night about we have some new stuff coming out under the History Begins Now label. I mean, geez Louise, we got Chuck Wise down there repping the Dreamin' t-shirt. I mean, we got Dreamin' t-shirts out here. We
Hey, wait, I
got
just noticed.
Hey,
merch.
I'm waiting for that hoodie. I'm waiting for that hoodie.
We got merch
Hey,
out here. So
Waiting for
like
that hoodie.
guys, if you want to check out that Dreamer t-shirt that Bobby's wearing,
hey,
Chuck has also purchased his copy. I have
Yeah,
a camo
I got it from
jacket
my wife
on the
and I.
way. Yep.
shameless promotion.
Oh, hold on, hold on. I'm getting ready to do a shot with my wife.
Okay,
Oh,
we want to take a picture right.
Okay.
Hey, I'll drag it to the hey.
Hey,
hey, thank
cheers.
you.
But in regards to everything that Jimmy has going on with History Begins Now, which I'm sure we will get into, we have some new music on the way. So Jimmy, I want you to kind of take over right now and talk about your latest release. And is it a new release or have we heard this before? And what do you have to back it up, man? Talk a little bit
So
about that.
yeah, like that's been my goal for this year, low key, and I've been kind of doing that behind the scenes while doing the beats, of course. But yeah, like low key, I've been not only working on new music, but I got a couple projects. I got a couple projects with other artists that I'm working on, and
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, like I got re-releases of my mixtapes. If you know about Dream On, Just Imagine, and Shine On, those are on Spotify as we speak. Now they are now available.
So Chuck, if you want to be
Yeah,
able to find Bobby's life and his playlist, you can go on Apple Music, YouTube Music, and you search Kid Jimi, and you'll find his first mixtape, Dream On. You'll find Just Imagine, and then you'll also find his most recent project that was recorded in his studio, Shine On,
Yo,
nah, I follow him, man. I get those beats he sends out.
oh yeah,
on the YouTube.
appreciate
Yep,
it. Yeah,
yep, yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
still
get
be
that
sending
shit.
them
I
out.
check them
Yeah,
out.
So if
I'm
you
like,
guys want to stream the albums that came, because I know this is getting dropped on Kid Jimmy's YouTube, but if you guys want to check out the music that came before the beats, before he was a beat maker, he was an artist, and
exactly.
he
Yeah,
still is. He never lost
exactly.
that touch. So if you guys want to
he's
hear
not.
some
He was. He
John
is.
Mayer, he is. You're right. You're right. He is. But if you want to hear that
That,
John Mayer singing to her, party it up, live it up, as we like to call it, and going deeper, you guys can check it out on
Hey, you got any
Apple Music.
AD&D dialed up to play some music over this or what? You know, play some shit
I
for us?
wish I had some. I was thinking about doing that, but I
He
didn't have time honestly to
he
hook up.
might, he might. So this is all raw, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
does have a post production that's going to take place over top of this. So if he wants to overlay
Maybe I'll add
some of
some.
his songs or some lo-fi beats,
Yeah,
he can do so.
yeah, yeah. I'll put it in the description as well, of course, if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, so I got that going on, which is like re-releases of like old mixtapes I did back in like
Of
2011.
course.
And then I got
Uh-oh.
huh? And then I got
Uh-oh. Let's see now.
good. I got one of the songs that is kind of a re-release that I got kind of planned, and it's kind of one of my first songs, and it's if you guys are like first time listeners, you'll know
5 a.m. and I'm
exactly.
wide awake,
Uh,
thinking of
Right, if you shut up,
you.
I want to hear them.
That's it.
Exactly.
I
That's
even read
it.
the song yet, and you're destroying it.
I had to do that. I had to
No,
do that.
no, you're
Jesus
good. You're good.
Christ.
Appreciate it. But y'all know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get out to the world. But so like, yeah, one of the surprises I had was
Yep.
yeah, re-releasing one of my songs as a new single for the top of the year once everything is planned out. And I got not only like the music drop, and I went and re-recorded it. I actually re-recorded it a couple years ago, but yeah, I also have a video for it as well, or at least a lyric video I'm working on that I'm about to drop. So,
Bad ass.
yeah, I
Let me
sent
just
you the
say
picture.
that. I saw some screenshots. That thing looks badass. I think just the lyric video itself is going to get thousands of views. I mean, it's going to be amazing.
Hey, appreciate it. Yeah. So yeah, I got that. Hopefully, if everything goes as planned, top of the year, I'm trying to get it out.
That shit already out? Is it already out on the streaming services and shit?
Not yet. I'm
Yeah.
still working on getting the video and everything together. But once I get that,
So, Jimmy, the original is out on streaming services, but your new release is not.
yeah, the new one's
Is that
not
correct?
yet. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So if anybody
I'm
wants to
gonna
hear
ask
the
you-
original Restless, it's out there.
Okay, shut up for a minute.
yeah.
Jimmy, Bobby, I'm going to ask you this. What's the difference from the previous that you released and the new one that you can release? What's the difference?
That's a good question. Good question.
I will definitely like my voice for one. Like I recorded the old one years. That might have been like 2011, something like that. Like
12 years ago.
Yeah. So that was really in my like beginning, like I was developing myself. You could hear it. You know what I'm saying? It still sounds good, excuse me, but like you could hear it. And so I wanted to really like I feel like, the song is such a powerful song, at least to me, like that I felt like I could repolish it and re-put it out. And like the subject matter still is relevant to this day. Like
Yes.
and, even though it's about heartbreak, it can apply to, what I'm saying, anything. Everybody has those insomnia nights or, staying up, can't go into sleep because, think about life or whatever. So I don't know. I just feel like it's a good time to, bring that back out again. And that and a lot of people don't know. Like a lot of people know now me for the beats and stuff. And like you said, like before I was even doing the beats and stuff like that, I was an artist. I was putting out these songs.
Projects.
So,
Did you
I
change
wanted
the
to
beats
get
up
that.
or no?
What was that? I'm sorry.
Did you change the beats up or no?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I freshened up the beat. Like, obviously, I added some like 808s. Obviously, this is 2023, so or about to be 2024. So yeah, I had to freshen up, the sound.
Had to.
Yeah. But yeah, I re-recorded it, went in the studio, re-recorded it and everything. And then my voice is. I feel
Did
like,
anyone did it or you did it yourself?
you talking about recording wise?
Yeah, did you do it? You went in the studio and did this whole song?
Yeah. So shout out to
You
Jay
did
Rob.
everything in the studio besides you didn't do it yourself. You went in the studio and did everything.
Yeah. So okay, I made the beat myself, like at home and all that.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah. But as far as recording,
Polished it up in the studio.
Yeah.
Had the vocals recorded in the studio, mix and master in the studio.
Yeah.
Make it a perfect recording.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Bring
You
it.
got any sample? You got any sample?
No, yeah, you can listen to
I'm
the
not
original on Spotify and Apple Music right now under the title Restless by Kid Jimi, and you will be looking forward to the new release of it, which is
Future reference from here going forward, we're gonna have samples for everybody when they come to listen to our shit.
Oh yeah. I have
samples for everybody.
I feel you.
all right.
We're gonna have
So because
we have 30-second samples.
Yeah, we
well
can do that.
because of who we all have involved in this podcast episode, and we just touched up on what Jimmy has in the works. I kind of wanted to throw the podcast just a little bit to Chuck, and I wanted him to talk about the most recent project. And we always said, if you guys remember, because we were all here in my basement, we had a couple of beers, and we were talking about what we were going to do for episode 2 of the podcast. And I think that we all agreed upon having Chuck talk a little bit about his Baltimore City singing in a rock group, and also the project that we had recently started at the time of Jimmy joining us in my basement was the ADHD project. So I think for this next segment of the episode, I want to just let Chuck kind of take us away and just lead us through Tommy Hate, which you guys will find out about, and also lead us through ADHD, man. So Chuck, take over the wheel and talk about, how did you get started singing and talk about your journey, man.
So anyway, just like everybody knows, when we got together, me, you, and you, Jimmy, and I,
Yeah.
we decided this is going to be our band. It's going to be our thing, ADHD. It's not going to be a one thing. We're all going to have our own thing to do, right? So we're all
Yep.
going to have our own things to write and produce and put out. But it's all going to be under ADHD. But Jimmy has his own thing. But how I got started was, honestly, I'm going to go back to the day, dude. I worked
That's what we want. We want the full story, man.
I worked at Chick-fil-A in East Point Mall.
I love Chick-fil-A.
East Point Mall. That's where I worked at. And I met up with the guitar
I know.
player. And he was like, hey, you sing all the time because you want to join the band? Because you want to start a band together? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I sucked because I had no idea about rhythm, timing, key, anything. It
Delivery.
sucked so
Usually.
goddamn bad.
Yo,
But as we went on, it progressed and it worked, and we became a band called Bearcat. And we put a CD out, and we had something sent to New York for a while, and they were like, "Oh yeah, the vocalist has got a good voice, but everything else is just like, oh, it's normal. It's just like lame." So anyway,
Yeah.
so moving on, I left that band and went to Tommy Hate, which I'm sure we can't play anything on here right now, but
1 second.
he said 1 second.
yeah, I'm here.
1 second. 1 second.
Mm.
Give me 2
You're
seconds.
good, I'm here.
Give me 2 seconds.
I don't know. I have no clue what he's doing. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
The,
you
the
found
CD.
it.
He got the CD.
And you can
Okay.
see Kid Jimi and everybody in the background. But yeah, I have the CD of the band that he's talking about right now.
Yeah, so Tommy Hate started. They ended up they got me to sing with them, and it was a rough struggle at first because I was different from what them guys were, and they pretty much.
Chuck, where are you at?
I'm right there in the background standing up.
Okay.
Chuck's
I'm
right
the cool.
there.
I'm the cool MOD.
He's the cool guy.
I had no
He's
He's the
beard.
cool guy.
Hey.
I'm the cool guy.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I joined them. I'm joined those dudes, and they were all older than me. So they pretty much. I was in my 20s, and they pretty much, actually, literally, being with those guys and singing and going through that, they taught me a lot of shit with singing and music in general because of with before my first band. These guys straight up taught me exactly what it was to be a musician, because we were straight up killing it, doing what we got to do, and put the CDs out. And then we were actually on the verge of doing an East Coast tour with a financial backer. A financial backer was going to back us up, but
Put y'all in hotel rooms and then
Nope.
regret it later.
yeah. And what ended up happening was something happened. We got into a big ass fight, and Vices got in the way, and we broke up.
Well,
I just said Vices. Jesus Christ, my wife's getting involved.
it's all
Yeah,
good.
but Vices got involved.
I will
and
say,
shit.
hey, shout out to Michelle. She has been around since the beginning, from what I heard from Chuck. So she can tell the story probably better than Chuck can,
Yeah, she
because she
can.
was
She
there
probably-
for it.
She probably remembers half the stories that I don't.
Way better than we ever could, brother. Let me tell you.
25 years. But anyway, it was,
Yeah.
we were ready to go to the East Coast tour. We had a financial backer ready to go. And it was the one band I'm not confident about a lot of shit, I'm being honest. But
Yeah.
that band, beating in that band, and when we hit the stage, it was just like, we fucking owned that stage. It was us, Tommy Hate. We fucking rolled, and everybody owned us. We
Yep.
owned everybody. But
Yep.
we had a financial backer, and fucking Vices got in the way, and we ended up breaking up. And I started getting in different side bands and shit like that, just because everybody kept grabbing. Once they found out that Tommy Hate broke up, they were coming to grab me as a singer for the bands and shit like that.
So I think Chuck did a great job of uh, re-explaining the past and what happened and how we found his background.
Yeah.
I kind of want to just quickly hop in to give Chuck a break and talk about how me and Chuck met, because Chuck and Jimmy never met.
Yeah.
It was me and Chuck.
Yeah.
So I want to quickly talk about that. So I got a promotion at my job. I work for Frito-Lay, and I got a promotion out of a plant, and I moved up into a team lead position. Now, the guy that was certified as a trainer happened to be this guy down here, Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck, what was it? It was a week we worked together and we were just kind of weird with each other. Would you say?
Talking about music, we just started on music. I was like, bro,
No,
check this
no,
shit
no.
out.
No. The first week we didn't talk about music, and it was
Nah,
very
feeling
business.
out. I was feeling you out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After that first week, I think I had said something to Chuck asked me about the hobbies. Like, so what do you like to do? We're going to be in this office for a majority of the day, other than when we hop out on the floor. So what do you like to do? I said, music. And he's like, I sing. And I looked at this motherfucker just the same exact way you're looking at him right now through your computer screen. He said, this motherfucker does not sing. He has no idea how to sing. And I said, you're a joke, whatever. Like, dude, I cracked all the jokes I could possibly think of. Like, no, you can't sing, like, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then this motherfucker came to my house. He came to my house. And when he did, I had a song loaded up, and I just said, before we get started, I need to hear what you can do. And he showed me a little Tommy Hate, and I was like, cool. That was 5 years ago or so. Like, you can't still do that without that. You can't. So why don't you come over? I'll set up a day. You come over. We come down to the studio. I have a track preload, and I just want you to sing. He did, man, and he just let it rip.
Hey,
I'm telling you, just
hey,
he gave it a 5-star stunner, man. He punched it and knocked it out. And from that point on, let's just say the training to become a team lead stopped, and starting a band begun.
hey.
Because at which
Like, fuck
point,
that shit.
from the moment we saw each other at 6:30 in the morning or 7 a.m. in the morning, we couldn't stop talking about music. He was showing
Yeah.
me his bands, I was showing him my stuff, and we were gelling, and there was just this fucking beautiful chemistry. And Chuck, I just would love for you to come in right now and just basically talk about those early days of us starting ADHD. Talk about those early days and what it felt like for you, because I just shared my feeling.
I'm gonna be honest, because the first time I saw this motherfucker, I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" This guy's walking in with his head shaved, his hair part to the side, like walking like,
Yeah.
doot, 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 doot.
Yeah.
Once you first-
Yep.
then once
Pretty
you
much.
find out, we started talking shit or whatever, and it was just like, "Hey, you know what?" And I started playing him shit, and he was like, "Hey, check this shit out," and I played it, and I was like, "There's no fucking way you did this shit."
Oh
And he's
yeah,
like,
I was
"Yeah, I
showing you
did
my
it."
productions. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
That's what it was.
signing for Dave on Spotify, not Spotify, YouTube and all that shit. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh fuck yeah, let's see what we got going on." So one
Yeah.
day we picked up and we're like, we met up in his house and his downstairs and started fucking around. And all of a sudden, magic started happening.
Yay.
I
It
sang
truly
some
did.
shit that I had ideas on, and he was like, started producing this shit, whatever. And then I got mad at him and told him to fuck off, and he still did it, and it sounded good. So
That's what's up. But yeah, it sounds like that's where the magic started, as far as like at least creatively.
just because I was doing something,
Got that chemistry as well. But I mean, it makes a lot of sense now, especially me coming in, like you said, Dave. Like, obviously I didn't know you beforehand, Chuck, but like, yeah, I'm so glad like he introduced me to you, because like, yeah, like you're definitely talented, and I had no idea, what I'm saying, about your past too, and the trials and tribulations you went with your band. Like, I was going to throw in,
Yeah.
like, been through that too, with my previous band. Like, we've had our
And that's another episode. Maybe we'll
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
into it
I
in
don't gotta
part
get into
two.
that, obviously.
But
That's something else. But I was just saying.
what I wanted to introduce Chuck because he was in episode 1 and just sort of came out of nowhere. But I just want to say, man, through everything that we've been through, we've been on a hiatus. Again, Chuck, or Kid Jimmy's biggest phrase, life has been life, and that
Yeah.
has been going on for all of us. So there's no, break from the music. We are all still very musically inclined and still want to record and have a good time. But
Yeah,
Chuck,
I mean, like
the
Jimmy's doing his thing, and I'm actually in the process of doing my very first song that I've
solo
ever been
project.
recording. But like I was telling you guys earlier, man, like I was doing this shit with the acoustic or whatever, and all of a sudden I started doing something with the keyboard or whatever, and I was like, holy fuck, I got a whole different idea for this. So now I'm
Yep.
rearranging everything with an arrangement because I'm like, oh, this
Yep.
is gonna be sick.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
badass.
My next step is I gotta work on the fucking beats for it.
Yeah, yeah. And obviously, like, I'm trying to help you with that. Obviously, like, I just been like, work takes up like 80% of my time, unfortunately. But like I've been trying like
Oh, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know the hustle. I mean, I know both of you guys know the hustle. But yeah, like
Chuck's on Christmas
hey,
vacation.
Yeah, I am, bitch.
Hey.
lucky you. Yeah, I get a
Fucking
couple days.
home, chilling.
At
Hey,
home
I think
chilling. I
I,
invited you over, dirtbag. Wanted
yeah.
to
nope,
make a
I'm not
song.
coming. I can't. I'm hanging out with the wife. And you're
Mhm.
on live right now. The wife can hear you.
I feel you.
We're live.
I mean, hey, it's the holidays.
All
The
right,
wife can
Jimmy.
hear you.
I want you to talk about
To me or Bobby?
Jimmy. I want Jimmy to talk about because we don't have any samples to show any of the fans. Everybody's just like kind of just listening
Yeah,
and they're just kind of like, what is this ADHD and what does it have to do with Bobby?
yeah.
Tying it together.
Yep.
Bobby, I reached out to you very quickly in me and Chuck starting ADHD and him coming over the house and blowing me away with his magical golden pipes that do a lot more than singing.
Fuck off.
But it immediately I knew I had to reach out to you. I needed to get you involved in producing, mixing and mastering. I had to get you involved in something. So I just want you to talk about that, talk about our samples that we sent over to you.
Yeah.
Because again, we don't have anything to show anybody right now.
Coming
They
soon
are
though.
coming.
Yeah.
Everybody, please be patient.
Yeah.
They are coming. But Jimmy, just talk about that first experience.
Yeah. Well, like you said, you definitely
And Chuck.
yeah.
And you meeting Chuck and seeing that his golden windpipes, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
talk about all
Oh, that was not it.
Yeah.
that.
Nah, it definitely was a vibe, like the first time I guess we met. But yeah, like you said, you was calling me, telling me about it. I remember you like telling me, yo, like I got this dude from work, blah blah blah. Yo, he's got it, blah blah, blah type shit. So
You
I was
can
like, all
sing.
right.
Yeah.
And I think we were already talking about like meeting up, planning some shit out. So yeah, that's how I ended up coming up. I think this is back in March, like around the time of the first episode. But yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
we were just linking up, just to record on us type shit. But yeah, you kept mentioning Chuck, so I was just like, hey, well, can we maybe set something up? Maybe you can come through. So yeah, we ended up getting together and this I think this was it the day that we recorded the pod? It might have been. But yeah, we ended up recording a few songs. And I was going to throw in earlier, like I don't think the audience knows, like we got a few, like we definitely got a few.
Oh,
Yeah.
3. We got 3. We got 3 featuring Kid Jimmy and Chuck. We have 7 or 8 between the two of us.
Yeah, some of them not even mixed or mastering.
Yeah, they ain't clean. That's why we aren't sharing it. But we definitely have 3 with Jimmy, and I think 7 or 8 between the
Yeah, if
2
I'm
of
being
us.
honest, man, we got songs like that. Like we captured that magic when we were recording shit, just fucking around.
They
But
need
if
to
it's
get
gonna be
cleaned
something
up.
like that, like, I gotta get back and just
I
clarify the
get you.
lyrics.
You was just vibing. Yeah, I get you. Like, but like it was
So a lot of our recordings that I bump and for months there, and still sometimes they get me in trouble because I I was in a point in my life where I needed these guys, and these guys saved my life.
oh, yeah,
Like
true.
literally. I was in a dark spot and they saved my life. And me and Chuck would get together what felt like every single day. Me and Jimmy would get together once every 2 weeks. I mean, we were starting to build up that routine.
Yeah.
And we created music that meant something. Chuck would sing these lyrics, just me and Chuck would have a 15-minute conversation before we started making music. And then I'd be like, all right, dude, let's stop talking. And I didn't realize it was part of his process.
Yeah.
He wanted to grill me on what is eating me up, and he still does it to this day. Every time I fucking see him, he asks me, how are you feeling? And I say, fuck you, motherfucker, stop asking me. But every time we got in the studio, it'd be a 15-minute conversation where he would talk about me. What is going on with you? And I was going through a lot of shit this time. And then I'd be like, all right, let's get to music. And I'd play his beat and he would sing. And it was done. It was 2-3 takes, on a bad day, 4 takes. And he had his part done, and I was sitting there working on a verse. And at the time, we had my buddy Gio living with us, and he would help, and he would make these amazing songs. So what I mean by they get me in trouble is I would listen to them sometimes. It would just take me back to those days where it was just us. It was just the boys, and we were sitting there making music that shook us to our core. I mean, still sometimes I put on them songs, and they just make me feel something. I'm just like, this is music. That's its job.
It's exactly what's supposed to.
Nobody makes music like that anymore. They don't.
And that's why I've been trying to get back to, you know, with us, with my music, with just in general, like beats, like just like getting back to the real shit. Like, cause like you said, like, I don't know, something about, I mean, the shit is good out there. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like, I don't know, something about back then, it just had that realness that still ages. Yeah. So yeah, it's like, I feel like, you know, 2024, that's what it's about, bringing that back. Like,
I get tired of saying music. The music today sucks, man.
It really does.
Yeah, it fucking blows.
I mean, I feel you.
I mean, it's cool if you want to turn it on, like party and dance to it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll throw on today's Tops hit and just have, you know, a couple of drinks and sit here and kind of dance with myself. But it doesn't make you feel anything. It doesn't inspire you to make music. Like Tupac inspired me to make music in high school, and that's why I started, because of Tupac. I remember the moment, I remember the song, I remember everything.
Like right now, like with the shit I'm writing with, it's like this song that I'm writing. It's like I played for you the straight guitar.
Yeah.
Bobby's got the straight clean foundation, whatever. So then I started fucking around with it today, man, and I started doing some keyboards with vocals, and I'm like, holy fuck, I got a whole different idea for this. I have a different strategy for this. So now I'm like, I'm working on changing it right now, because I think it's going to sound better.
That's
so fine. It's just like the music today is just like ridiculous. It's just I'm tired of it. How many people go back to listen to old school shit because they're sick of the shit that they hear now?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you can say that. Yeah.
You go back to fucking the 90s, the 2000s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. It's like, what the fuck? You know?
I love the 50s.
It's like people just, they want to do a hit so fucking bad. And you got rappers that are doing the mumble rap. Like, what the mumble rap? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a whole different, like, a lane. Like, and that's the, you know, thing about hip hop nowadays. It's evolved so much. There's so many subgenres of hip hop, but luckily there's still parts of hip hop that are essential. You know what I'm saying? There's still, if you want to look for the real shit, quote unquote, it's still. Bring back
the real shit. That's what I'm saying. Bring back the real shit.
Yeah. And I do believe some artists out there like are still trying to do like J. Cole and stuff like that. But yeah, you're right. It's a whole lot of bullshit out there, you know, at the same time.
I'll tell you what, I love the old school 90s hip hop beats, the old school 90s shit.
It's badass. My neighbor, believe me, I get a good heap of it. My neighbor likes to throw that shit on when he's cleaning his house, and I hear it over here. The bass and everything.
You can't deny those beats that fucking get you bopping your head.
They are badass. Yeah. They are badass.
You can't deny that 90s shit.
But I did because of the fact that we're talking about
Bobby.
Because we're talking about the whole band and ADHD and how we got started and the whole me and Chuck project. I wanted to let everybody out there know, if Jimmy has not already said so, that he is a part of our he can speak to this, but a go-go band in DC. And I'm gonna let basically Jimmy take it from there, and please talk about where you've been for the past couple of months. Have you been in this band?
Yeah,
Talk about
yeah,
that a little bit.
yeah. Because a lot of people really don't know. Like, I feel like
No, they don't.
yeah, like it's a lot. Like people don't know a lot, and that's another reason why I was gonna bring this up too. That I'm putting
Hey,
out.
Bobby, I'm gonna
Hey,
tell you right now, that's gonna be the last band you're gonna be in because the future is gonna hold for us, motherfucker. Our
uh,
future is us. You
uh,
hear?
I feel you. Hey,
I like that. I do like that though. I do like that.
I feel you. What I'm saying, I'm down wherever the realness is at. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, like a lot of people, like I said, just think I make beats and stuff. But like for the past year, maybe even like I think I've been in this band for like 2 years. We call
Yeah,
some.
it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's all good. Like, so I've been playing, yeah, since probably like 2021, 2022. In this go-go band. If you don't know what go-go is, it's like DC's kind of like genre. If you live in the DC DMV area, you know about it. It's kind of like funk, percussion, a lot of call and response, there's rappers and singers and stuff. But yeah, I've been playing in this band probably for the last couple of years, and we've been doing a lot of shows. And we've done a couple big ones where we opened for a couple big bands. If you know about Backyard, we opened for them back in April. But yeah, like I just been doing a lot.
Just pause real quick. Can we get
Yeah.
more light on your
Yeah,
video? Just
nah,
seems like you're kind of fading in now a little bit.
it's the light.
There you go.
It's my
Boom.
color light.
Okay. A little bit more light. Yeah.
Hey,
Whatever brightens it up, go for it.
but yeah, nah, I just been doing shows. Right now we're currently like trying to record like maybe an EP or something like that to get out.
Okay.
Yeah, I just been doing a lot of that on the side. It definitely helps when it comes to inspiration, when it comes to like beats or my music or whatever, because it's like I'm surrounding myself with like-minded individuals, people who are in the same vibe, same goal, which is like with us, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with ADHD. Like we're surrounding ourselves, with like-minded, individuals. So I mean, yeah, it's a different vibe,
Yeah.
of course, obviously different music and all that, but there's essence in that, like, and there's definitely a crowd for that. Like it might be more on the niche side, but like there's definitely a scene out there. And it's one of those if you know, you know. And I'm gonna post it up more. Like I'm gonna start putting up videos next year. Like I said, I'm working on a blog, like because I've been secretly recording. Because I want to show people, like people don't know like the other shit I do. They just think I just sit here and make beats all the time. But yeah, like I wanted to put that out. And then yeah, of course with us, like ADHD, like
Yeah.
I want to start, of course, doing the same shit. Like I've always played in bands. Like this is kind of the norm for me. So like I'm down. I'm down for
Bobby, you happy doing that shit?
you said
Playing in the Go-Go band, I'm guessing.
Are
you
you
said
happy doing that shit?
you said I like doing this shit.
Are
Are
you
you
happy
happy?
doing that?
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean I grew up in the DC
It's
area.
being live. I mean, it's playing in front of a crowd.
Yeah,
That's what
and
every
it's
musician dies for. That's why you do this, right?
yeah,
That
exactly.
nervousness before you go on stage, and then you go on stage and you get settled into your routine, and then it just becomes second nature, and you're like, I was made for this.
Exactly. And that's what I live for. And
That's our heroine
yeah,
as a
no,
musician. I mean, Chuck, you know that
Yeah.
yourself.
yeah. Like I'm
I
sure
tell you what, being on stage and performing and having the crowd.
You've led way bigger crowds than the both of us combined,
What
just
I'm
so you
saying
know.
is being on stage and
Just want to
singing
say.
and then having the crowd sing your own lyrics
oh yeah, that's
is
everything.
basically the best drug you ever
That's
going to
everything.
fucking experience at
I've
all.
never felt it. I
That's
have no idea. I'd never know.
me neither, but I can only imagine.
When you have people in the crowd and you're singing and they just fucking just sing along with you and you stop singing and they sing the
You
shit
just put
for
the
you,
mic out.
bro,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
better than anything you ever fucking experienced.
Exactly. That's better than any drug.
It's like, damn. Yeah. Yeah. I I can only imagine. I've never experienced it. I don't know if I ever will, but I just know that if any three of us, Tommy Haight, Chuck Wise, he's been there. I mean, damn, the time I was coming out of the womb, he was out there turning tunes.
Damn, that old
Turning
fucker.
tunes. No,
You
I never
fucker.
said how old I was, so we have no idea, but I'm just saying you were out there running Baltimore rock. And I don't know, just we couldn't have a better what I like to call him as like a we're kind of apprentices. Like he's been there, he's laid the land, and he's, he's trying to teach himself these newer ways of creating music.
Yeah,
He has all these ideas and he's trying to
I'm trying to
create
record the shit. I'm
that.
learning.
And for us being younger, we can help teach him. He's taught us the old ways, the performing ways, and we can teach him the educational ways on an easier way of making music instead of paying, thousands of dollars to be in a studio. You can do it from home. You
Yes,
really can.
yes.
And that's the beauty of
Fucking
today.
trying, man. And I thank you guys and you and Jimmy for doing that shit for me, helping me out. So I appreciate it.
Of course, yeah. Let's make
Yeah,
this.
man. I'm probably going to be off again tomorrow. So if you would like to come by and
I could be off tomorrow.
Pat sent me home tonight. I went in there and he
Did
said
he?
there's no need for 3 team leads. Kevin, do you want to leave? No. Angel, do you want to leave? No. Dave, do you want to leave?
Wait,
I
fuck
was like,
yeah.
hell yeah. I'm gonna go get fucking drunk, dude. Fuck y'all. I did, dude. I was fucking cracking a beer in the goddamn parking lot on my way home. I
Are
said,
you
fuck
fucking
y'all.
kidding me? You serious? You asshole.
That's
I had a goddamn Cutwater. I had a Cutwater in the car.
You drank that shit going home? You fucking
No.
asshole.
No, I'm kidding.
Hey,
You
kidding.
asshole.
But
good.
I know.
Jimmy, Bobby,
Hey,
when's that shit coming out?
you talking
Yeah,
about?
so Bobby, please break us down to bring us back to reality in the first segment of the episode. Talk a little bit about Restless, and you have a lyric video coming soon, and are we going to get a new release date? Because if you guys want to, anybody's listening to this podcast right now, you can go to Spotify, you can go to iTunes Music, and you check out Restless, the original, and you guys can listen to the original version. What we are talking about right now is the newly recorded, newly produced Restless. So,
Yep.
but if you guys want to check out the original, it's out there.
I want to
Just
hear it,
search
man. I
up.
want to hear it.
I feel you. I'm gonna
God
send it.
damn it.
I know if I had my speakers right now set up, I would do it. But maybe I'll throw it in post.
No, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we'll do. We
is
might
it
add it
already
in
on, is
post.
it already on YouTube Music and shit like that?
Yeah,
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 it is.
yeah.
It
It's
is.
on YouTube as well.
All right.
And I'm gonna send
So
you.
I tell you what, next time we do this podcast, we're gonna have music ready.
Hey, yeah. We'll have
Samples.
like the first time.
You, me, Dickhead Dave, we're gonna have samples ready.
Hey, yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
I know. I'm waiting for you to send me that shit, so I'm gonna put some vocals to it.
I feel you, yeah. No, you already know we got shit cooking up too. Like we still got like you sent me a couple ideas, and I got a couple ideas I was telling y'all about.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get down.
Yep.
Yeah, send it to me.
But yeah, that's I feel like that's the goal of 2024. Let's just get it out. Like let's let the world know. Like, you know what I'm saying? We here, we cooking, you know?
Jimmy, I just wanted to say, as we are getting close to probably wrapping up episode 2.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie,
anything else you want to add?
yeah.
Anything you want to add? Anything you want to just kind of end this podcast off?
Well, I mean,
Before we start episode 3.
yeah, and yeah, we can of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything to end this one off?
I guess just let everybody know. Like I said, we got Restless coming back, top of the year. We got new music coming out. We got my old mixtapes up right now. I got a vlog coming out, so you guys can see the thing going. Top of next year, we got our music coming out. Top of next year.
Yep.
I'm really trying to do this like 2024. Like I'm just
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear that music, man. You're gonna send me some shit to put vocals to. Send it to me.
yes, that part too. You know what I'm saying? And then like, yeah, of course, I want to get together and record as well. But yeah, I feel like next year, my goal is just to collab as much as possible with you guys.
Yeah.
I have a collab with a rapper on the way. Like, yeah, just collab as much as possible, and then of course get my music out as well. So yeah, just
So love you, Jimmy. Always have. History begins now.
hey,
Please check out the merch. One thing I did want to shout to Chuck real quick is that Chuck, I'd love to have a conversation with you after this podcast. Maybe we can do our own little quick one. I I want to thank Chuck for joining in on this podcast because we did say on the end of episode 1, we said the next one has to be about Chuck.
And we did.
And
I'm glad.
where'd this guy come from? So I just want to thank Chuck for joining us. You know,
Fuck it's
yeah,
Chuck.
just thank you. Thank
Hey.
you. Yeah, fuck a duck, it's Chuck. So
Hey,
hey,
look,
cheers,
this is gonna
everybody.
happen. No, I agree with you. Here, can I say,
Cheers. Love ya.
here, can I say something? Can I say something for you all log out?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. ADHD, lowercase
Yes.
period, it's all of us together, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do our shit and we're gonna do what we have to do, right? So Jimmy, Bobby, whatever, he's doing his thing. But whatever we do together, it's us together. It's regardless if I'm putting out something that I did by myself, it's ADHD. If you want to put out something that you did, it's ADHD. It's we're all fucking together, right?
Yeah.
So
It's like a rap group. It's like Death Row.
yes, we're all together to work together and make the shit better.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. For real, let's do it.
The only thing is like when I get something done, I'm gonna send it to all you guys to get your opinion on shit. So it's like, hey, throw me your shit, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna like, hey, yeah, I fucking hate it, or yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So either way, it's just like it's how it is. And I want you guys to do the thing with me. If you're writing something and you want me to fucking sing on it or do something with it, fucking send it to me. I'll tell you, hey, this sucks. I'm not fucking doing it.
I'm with you on
that. So that's just how I am.
Yeah, no.
All right, Jimmy, I'm going to let you edit this podcast up the way that you would. I'm going to let you enjoy the time with your significant other. And I just want to thank you so much for your time that you spent with the two of us, me and C-Wise of ADHD.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, please end off the podcast. I appreciate your time again. I thank you for allowing me to ask you questions about your music life.
Bro, you better send me that damn fucking video or something, man.
I'm gonna send you the picture.
You better send me that shit before you release it.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm gonna send you, let you hear it. I promise. Like, yeah.
Right,
I appreciate you guys, of course. I appreciate you guys.
Of course, man.
I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate you, Chuck, Dave. Like I said, I want to do this again, and like I'm just ready for the next year for us.
Episode 2.
Yeah, episode 3. Yeah, and this is the end of episode 2.
Oh wow, what the hell happened? Thank you guys. Hey, looking forward to episode 3. Hey, Happy New Year's and a Merry Christmas. The crew.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, you motherfuckers.
Hey, happy holidays.
All right.